Today we're talking about justice disparities in the United States. Once again, my name is Jeremy Cash, and I'm with my boy.
What up? It's your boy Big Ace from the Podheads Webshow. What's going on?
And today we are talking about justice disparity in the United States, guys. Like, I saw a video, and I wanted, you're obviously Puerto Rican, I'm white. I wanted to fucking have two different people of different races responding to this so we can show, different experiences, basically. But here we go.
Hey, meet Carla and Debbie. They were sentenced by the same Ohio court one day apart for similar crimes. And although they had different judges, they had the same prosecutor. Carla pled guilty to 1 count. Debbie pled no contest to 22 counts. Carla stole $40,000 and went into voluntary treatment for a gambling problem. Debbie stole $238,000 over the course of 20 years. Carla was facing a maximum 3 years in prison. Debbie was facing a maximum 60 years in prison. And remember, they had the same prosecutor? He recommended 12 months for both of them. Carla got 18 months in prison, 6 months more than the prosecutor asked for. Debbie, 2 years probation, no prison time. Get the fuck out of here. Aren't you interested in examining the system in place that allows this type of disparity to happen? Well, that's critical race theory. Not calling any one individual racist, but examining the system in place that allows this type of thing to happen. And if you're against that, then you're cool with this, and you don't want to see things change.
Pretty fucking much.
It's crazy, right?
Wow. Listen.
So she did 10 times the amount of crime. The white lady, she did 10 times the amount of crime, does not get recommended for 10 times the amount of sentence by the same prosecutor, no mind you. And instead of getting any jail time at all, only 2 years probation. But the black woman, she only gets 20K or 40K, sorry, and is recommended for 18 months.
Or recommended for 12.
Sorry, recommended for 12.
And the judge gave her 18.
Yeah.
That's a good job.
So I don't know if it's the same judge. I don't know if it's the same judge, but it is the same county. It's the same area. It's the same prosecutor. The whole thing.
Listen.
How is this possible?
Chris Rock said it a long time ago. It's all right because it's all white.
I can't stand it, bro. This is the reason why, whenever people are like, oh, you're ashamed to be white. Yes, I am ashamed to be white. I'm ashamed that judges or anybody that allows this type of indiscrepancy happen.
I don't think you should be ashamed to be white.
But it embarrasses me, because it reflects personally. I think I'm sorry, but I think it reflects personally upon me, not me as a person, but upon my race.
Yeah,
I guarantee you that wasn't no fucking Spanish judge or Puerto Rican judge or freaking or black judge. I guarantee you it was a white guy.
Oh, I agree with you.
And I guarantee you they fucked them over.
I agree with you. I don't think white people should be ashamed to be white. I just think they should be more open-minded and more understanding. Have a little dialogue with people. Talk to people of color. Understand what the fuck people are going through. Maybe get a little understanding. That's what I think we're lacking.
I just don't, but it doesn't even excuse the fact, though, that the same prosecutor, okay, so this doesn't even have to do the same judge, but the same prosecutor said 12 months for each, right? When one, and maybe he doesn't see race, and so that's why he's like, oh, it doesn't matter. Any amount is the same amount. If you do 40 grand or 250 grand, it's all the same, or 450, it's all the same shit. Then it doesn't matter, and this person should get 12 months, that person should get 12 months, and that's what the thing is. But that's not what happened. First of all, even though it was recommended differently or recommended the same, the judges went differently. They went for an over thing for the black person and an under thing for the white person. And then on top of that, she did 10 times the worst crime. So why didn't the prosecutor ask for 10 times the worst punishment? You saw the difference. It was max 3 years, max 60 years. So if you go for 12 months for the black lady, why didn't she go fucking 120 months for the white lady? If she did 10 times the crime, why doesn't she get 10 times the punishment?
Well,
if you rape 10 people, why do you get the same punishment as raping one person?
Well, why don't we have mandatory minimums for shit like this?
It's not. It shouldn't be, and that's a whole other story.
But you shouldn't have
mandatory minimums for drugs anyway.
But what I'm saying is, you got mandatory minimums for drugs where people's lives are ruined, right?
Yeah.
This lady
over a bag of weed.
This lady embezzled hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, how many people did she hurt?
Over the course of 20 years.
How many people did she hurt?
Listen, I'm sorry, but I think there should be a minimum for shit like this. Like, lady, you should get at least 10 years for this shit.
So victimless crimes of drugs get fucking mandatory minimums, but victim crimes where there's actually a victim in this situation, they don't. There's no mandatory minimum. Imagine pedophiles. What did fucking Jared get? Remember Jared from Subway?
Ain't that motherfucker still in jail?
He only got like 7 years though, for pedophilia, bro. 7 years. I'm sorry, but I think pedophilia should get worse freaking times than murderers. I think pedophilia should get worse, especially than weed dealers, especially than crack dealers, coke dealers, freaking any drug dealer in the world, any drug user in the world.
Y'all might not agree with this shit, but when it comes to stuff like this, I'm a firm believer in an eye for an eye. I feel like certain people should get done to them exactly what they did to their victims.
I mean, I guess
you raped the lady. You beat the shit out of a lady. You stabbed some dude 350 times. Well, motherfucker, maybe we should get somebody to walk in there and jig you up 350 times. Think about this, right? Criminals are criminals, right? But is somebody going to be as inclined to do some dumb shit if they know it's going to be done to them? Most people ain't afraid of penalties, right? They do certain things because they're not afraid of what's going to happen to them. I'll go to jail for 5 years. I do that shit standing on my head. I'm a tough guy.
I mean, I agree with you to some extent, but then there's
not if they gonna bend you over and do you like you did Sally, buddy.
I feel like the American justice system fucks people over worse than the other countries, though. Like I really do. Like I've seen, like especially like Finland and Switzerland, like especially
it fucks certain people over.
They'll only give them like 5 or 10 years for murder, where they'll give like life over here. And like most of the time, people only murder because of like circumstance. They don't murder because they are actually wanting to be a murderer. They murder because some lady cheated on them, and so they murder that woman and the guy. And it's like a murder of passion. That's like general case that happens.
Crimes
like,
of passion.
That's it. So like, and I understand it to a certain extent, but even over there, like I don't know if you've seen there's a documentary by Michael Moore where he talks about like all the different disparities between everything. But like over there, they have like an island they put their prisoners on, and literally there's like 2 guards for every 100 people, and every prisoner gets their own room with a key to their room, so no one can come in there in Finland.
Oh, yeah,
They get a key to their own room. No one else is allowed in their room. They get to have their own autonomy. They get to have a job. They get to go ride bikes. They get to go swimming. They can do whatever they want, and nobody hurts them or affects them. And the funny thing is, whenever Michael Moore asked them, like, where did you get this idea? He says, I got it from America. We got this idea from America. In America, it says you're not supposed to treat criminals with cruel and unusual punishment. And what you guys do over there, we think is cruel and unusual. And you know what the recidivism rate is over there versus us?
A lot lower.
We have like 80-90% recidivism rate. They only have like 20%. Only 20% of their criminals actually commit crimes after they go to jail.
If you want to do crime, go to Finland. You get a vacation.
But not even that. But they also train you to like they get rid of your anger management. They give you anger management classes. They give you training on how to get a new career. Whenever you get out.
Here
like, they treat you
here
as
it's
a human
about
with
money.
Dignity too.
Here you don't go to jail to be.
That's exactly one of the problems.
You don't go to jail to be rehabilitated.
Yeah,
people go to jail to learn how to do more crimes.
Just for profit and for capitalism, yeah.
People go to jail and they come out, they go in a timid young kid who got caught up in some bullshit.
Some battery, they got in a fight,
and
they go in for battery
come out of jail,
and they come
a
out and now all of a
fucking
sudden
animal.
they're a drug kingpin.
And then what they do, they met a bunch of connections and a bunch of buddies who learn how to do more shit.
Yep.
Then when you get out of jail, what happens? You can't find a fucking job.
Yeah.
So now, what do you do?
You're forced into that.
You get forced back into the streets sometimes. It's not necessarily an excuse.
Yeah. It sucks,
but
man.
I see how it happens. And I get it.
Again, just go back to the video, though. Just the fact that, again, there's what is the difference? And you can't tell me there's not 2 different Americas, because if you're showing just this one case, even if this one case exists, that's enough for me to call bullshit on the entire system.
Yeah. I feel you. It's fucking bullshit.
So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave comments down below. Come over here, brother. These videos over here. Subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. We appreciate you guys, and help Paralyzed Veteran get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Until next time, Have a good day.